Okay, so what I'm going to do here, now that I've put the first colour wash of the Citadel Ogre and Flesh over my main colour, is to highlight all these rivet lines that you see here using Tamiya's smoke. Thin down a little bit, put through my airbrush. What this will do once I start to dry brush it is will give the illusion of raised panels and rivets, add a little bit of depth and character to the model. Just to give you an example of how it comes out when the whole thing's finished, is that's what was done on the underside. So you can see the shading through the rivets there. This is completed after successive dry brushes and rust washes and the final darkening overcoat, but you'll get the idea because you can still see the lines through it.
Look at this.
Okay, now you can see some of the differences starting to appear as the dark brownish brush I've got is a dual action brush. I don't tend to use the back a lot. I work a lot with finger control, making sure the pressure's right for the viscosity of the fluid I've got. That's probably pretty critical, otherwise you can have little mishaps. Just get your tip the right distance from the subject. Give it a light spray. For those of you that do a lot of airbrushing, sorry to tell you how to suck eggs. Things like the hatches is another one where it just gets a little bit of extra loving from the smoke coming out of the airbrush, just to help with the detail.
We're deeper now than man has ever been before.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to finish off the rivet detailing that I've been doing on the sub so far for extra highlighting, and so that's the bottom hole completed with the various washes, rust stains, and all the rivet panelling highlighted with Tamiya smoke. The line will be shaded exactly. They will have different degrees of shading. I'll go back over some a couple of times. I'll concentrate on these lines and areas where there is bound to be some greater depth of shadowing. So this is the side. This is the final side of the sub. One thing you're going to need, because I mostly use acrylic paints, I find that the humidity we've got here at the moment in Brisbane, the end of the airbrush just through there will clog up as it goes through. So just a cotton bud or Q-tip dipped in some water or alcohol, just pushed over the end every now and again, just clears away the little dried cruds, and it helps the spray go where it should. So here's where we go. One of the other areas that I'll be concentrating on, as I said, these lines through here will be the scupper holes. I'll be doing those first in the smoke, and I'll darken those probably with the Citadel Black from Games Workshop, just to increase their depth, but this is a good base to start with.
stop thinking?
Fortunately, there are limits beyond which man and his puny efforts cannot...
Probably gets a bit more of the smoke than the rest of the model because there's just happens to be an awful lot of rivets in that front section, probably from the construction point of view of the ironclad. One of the first things I found out about using an airbrush, especially in our humid climate down here in Queensland, is running two filters, or two regulators rather, with two air traps for water. Because even using acrylic paints, a large spray of water in your job is enough to ruin the finish.